So I went into the Sephora Savings Event with the plan to only buy one fragrance, and somehow I ended up with 4. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Gina, and over on this channel we talk about all things fragrance. So whether you're looking to elevate your vibe, curate the ultimate fragrance collection, or you just like smelling good, stick around because I got you covered. Be sure to hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe if you are not already subscribed to my channel, and go ahead and turn on your post notifications so that you don't miss any of my new content. Let's get right into a little story time about the Sephora Savings Event. So y'all, I knew going into the Sephora Savings Event that I was going to pick up a fragrance I had on my wish list for a while, and that was YSL Baby Cat. So this was not a full blind buy per se. I did smell this in passing back in February, and I was like, oh, I like this. So I said this would be safe for me to go ahead and get during the Sephora Savings Event, right? Y'all, I ordered it. I got it. And when I sprayed it on, and I did a full day's wear test, something about it just was not given. Like it didn't smell bad, but I didn't love it the way I remember liking it in passing, right? So I said, while this savings event is still going on, let me just exchange this for something that I know I'm gonna love, because right now this is not a love. And at this point in my fragrance collecting, I'm not buying things that I don't love. Like if it's just a like, or it's okay, I'll pass on it. Everything I add to my collection from this point on has to be a love, like a full absolute yes, or it's a no, unless I get it for a real good price. And 20% is not that big of a discount for me to be like, oh, okay, well I can still keep it in my collection. So I exchanged it, and I ended up with 4 fragrances that I do absolutely love. So I did go ahead and pick up a second bottle of Valentino's Donna Born Aroma, the Green Stravaganza. I blew through that first bottle. It didn't last a year. So I had to get a second bottle, and I'm so glad I did. I think I've talked about this on this channel before, so you know how much I love this. This is probably one of my favorite fragrances. I wear this out. Performance, the scent, it's all a 10 out of 10. So I had to get a backup bottle of this. I also picked up a bottle of Donna Born Aroma's Extra Dose. Now I did try this when it came out originally, but I wasn't that impressed with it, and I almost was going to pass on this. But I tried this in the store before the savings event. I sprayed it on skin, and maybe about an hour or so after I had left the store, I realized that I really love this scent. So I decided to go ahead and get a bottle of this, because this one, dare I say it, she might be better than the OG. Now, I don't think she's better than the Green Stravaganza. That is still my #1 from the line of flankers, but this one is a close #2. I really enjoy this for this weather. It's a little bit deeper, a little bit richer, and it's not as sugary sweet as the original. Like, it gives the same vibe, but it's a little bit more deep. It has a little bit more to it. So if you are one who thought that the original Donna Born Aroma was a little bit too sweet, I would suggest that you try this one, because you may like this one a little bit more. I also picked up a bottle of Miss Dior Essence. Y'all, I gave away my Miss Dior Parfum, and I was gonna just repurchase that one, but this one came out and it is so much better. The added woodiness is what really makes this better, in my opinion. You gotta really like a cheaper style fragrance, because that's what the Miss Dior line is. I think this one is the best. It's a little bit less screechy. It's a little bit more full bodied. I definitely enjoy this for the winter, but this is one that you can wear all year round. It's going to be one of those classic pretty girl, tried and true fragrances where if you don't know what to wear and you just want to smell good, put together, pretty, you know it's gonna work. This is, again, Miss Dior Essence. And lastly, y'all, I tried to fight this one. I went and smelled this a couple of times and I was not impressed, but that third time, it's always a third time's a charm for me. It finally clicked, and I had to get a bottle, and I was so glad that I eventually started to like it, because the bottle is so pretty. And of course, that would be the YSL limited edition of Libre Vanille Couture. Y'all, My favorite lead so far has been the Intense, and I have just about this much of that left. So I was looking to get another one, and I was thinking about Le Parfum, but this one came along, and I really enjoyed this one. This one gives you the original with much softer lavender and more vanilla, and I think it is necessary because Libre, the original, even the Intense too, it's a little screechy. It's a little headache inducing. The lavender in there is so pronounced and so strong. But this one has dialed down that lavender a whole lot, added more vanilla, and it's added orange blossom, which really rounds out that whole Libre DNA. And I think it makes it much more softer and a lot more palatable for people like me who thought that the original was just too strong and in your face. Now, I will say that I don't think this is a winter fragrance for me. I think I'm really gonna like this in the spring and probably in the summer, and I think it's because of the orange blossom. This is a very orange blossom heavy. I know the name is Vanille Couture, but to me the star of the show is the orange blossom, and I was smelling it in the wrong time of year because this is just not where my mind goes for winter. This is what I like to smell like during warmer weather. So I went ahead and got it because it is limited edition, and I don't know if it was going to be sold out and unavailable by the time the spring rolled around. Plus it was on sale, so I had to grab a bottle. So that wraps up my Sephora Savings Event fragrance haul. Let me know what you guys picked up in the comments, and let me know what you think about the things that I picked up, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.